That's the problem with most traders is that they don't know how to manage or miss their risk appropriately or correctly when it comes to trading. They don't know when they enter into a trade, if it's a bad trade setup or bad trade, you got to know where to get out of it quick enough to not allow the market to start eating your profits or eating into your P&L or into your funds you have in your account. Um, Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and once again, we're taking a look here at the E-mini S&P, the ES futures. And today is the 31st of March, Thursday. We're wrapping up the month here, getting ready to move into a new month. So the first quarter of the year is about to wrapping that up and moving on to moving to the second quarter. So I want to start off by thanking those who have currently subbed to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for also clicking on the little bell icon, the post notification. So if you have not done so, make sure you got all your post notifications turned on so that you never miss one of the uploads. First time watching the video, thank you. However you tuned in or found the channel this morning. And I'm alive. This is my live recorded session. I trade this particular market each day, 5 days a week. So I'm a price action trader, and I just basically just trade one strategy each and every day to profit from the markets, and that's purely on pure pullbacks to key levels that I identify throughout my sessions, throughout my videos. So stay tuned and watch the video. Watch today's video, and you can see me trade. This is my live recorded session, and same style of what you find in this video here is what you'll find in each one of my videos, each one of my uploads. Some days I'll actually talk about certain topics within the videos, and some days I'll actually just have segmented videos or videos purely surrounding one particular topic. It may be on the weekend or Saturday when the market is actually closed. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video, guys, and we'll start off by taking a look at the higher time frame. Those that have been following the channel, I like to look at the 60 range chart to kind of depict a direction, kind of get the mood of the market to kind of figure out what it's trying to do. Yesterday we made a high towards the close of. Actually, I'm sorry about that. Yesterday was the 30th. I'm looking at the 29th. So right now we're actually trading within yesterday's trading range. So yesterday there was actually a high sitting up here at 30, and price so far has not come back to test that high. So that high there at 45.30, excuse me, 46.30. Okay. Came from this area. Let me show you. Where was it at? Yeah, right here. Because we're talking about this high volume node in yesterday's trading video. So price pulled into this area here, which is resistance. It bounced out of it or bounced from it. So it rejected that area. And typically on a higher time frame, when I see rejection off a key area, say an area of resistance, particularly I like to trade supply and demand zones. So when I see something like this here, price rejecting out of an area like this at a high volume area on a higher time frame, I want to start to look over at my 12 range chart, which is my lower time frame chart, to see if the market is breaking structure to the downside, meaning meaning rejecting that key area, which you see here on the 60 range chart. Yesterday, it started swinging to the downside and breaking structure. Breaking structure meaning that it formed a low, pulled back, formed a lower low, so it broke structure, broke this area of support on the downside, as well as breaking support from when it was moving to the upside here. So kind of two ways, looking at it, breaking structure as it's forming swings to the downside, but also breaking key areas or levels to the left hand of the chart. And right now, as I mentioned, we are trading in yesterday's trading range. So, or inside days is what I like to call it. But we're at the lower end, the top volume area here. So, this is where you could, kind of, and looking at things on pullbacks, you could be looking for shorts, of course. Now price starts to break higher, breaking this high right here, and then starts taking out these highs to the left. Then you want to kind of be mindful because that could indicate a sign that the market wants to push higher. But right now we're at the lows of yesterday, pretty much close to it. The low of yesterday was sitting down here at 74. We're at 84. So we're about 10 points away from the low. The low of today is actually at 80. So technically, we're only four points away from the low if you look at where the low is from yesterday at 74. So we are approaching that area. So we'll look to see if price is going to get or have some type of reaction at the lows from yesterday. So 24 range chart, 12 range, and then 4 range chart. The 12 range is my anchor chart that I like to use to mark off levels. These purple and red lines you see here well, they do signify something or they mean something only when I'm moving them around throughout my session. And I just use them as markers. That's all, to mark levels or mark areas that I'm interested in. Okay, below is cumulative delta. I take a look at it. I don't place a lot of interest into it, but it is a representation. If you were looking at the level two indicator, what that means is if you're looking at the tape or reading the tape, seeing the influx of orders coming in, being buy orders, sell orders, then this is what you would see. This is a more of a picture representation of what you see going on in the market. Now, what's crazy is that the cumulative delta looks flat, doesn't it, going across? But you see price is not doing the same thing. So if you really look at it, price is actually moving, a lot more, it looks like, meaning you see bigger swings on price in comparison to the delta. So delta's kind of flat. It's not telling us much. So a lot of struggling going on. I'd say, price doing this back and forth, back and forth. So, I mean, not price, excuse me, cumulative delta, but right now price is just it pushed up here and pulling back. Okay, so we've been bullish the last several weeks. Okay, so I know a lot of people probably think that with everything going on across the globe, that the markets probably would be selling off, but it doesn't always work that way. There's a lot of contributing factors across the board, economically here or domestically here in our country, that pretty much affect how the market actually moves in a sense. I mean, and those that maybe economists and really study the economy as a whole can probably paint that picture a little better because they have a better understanding of money moving, just money circling around and how it's impacting the economy, what it does. So there's some bigger things that um, that people really need to understand, um, other than just, oh, something happened in the media, the market's going to flush or push down, or it's going to push up, whatever the case is. Media does have some impact, but ultimately, what takes place in the economy as a whole is, especially when it comes to the Feds and their announcements and what they talk about, um, really has an impact on what's going to go on in the markets. I'll tell you that. Okay. Um, so yeah. Okay. So if you don't know much about that, guys, or you really want to learn more, try to research, find a good book to read about it. Pretty much how the economy affects how the economy impacts the markets, pretty much. Okay, because they have the economy has a great impact on the markets. And I'll throw this out there to you. I said this yesterday in a video about GDP. Pay attention to GDP. GDP is extremely important. Interest rates, GDP, bonds, all those type things that, um, you know, cause anything that has to do with money um, circulating around in the economy is going to have a great impact on um, supply, demand, those type of things. Just understand those type of things and how they affect the markets. So I'm not going to kind of go in detail about that, but just kind of wanted to kind of throw a little hint out to you guys. Maybe kind of do your own homework and have your own rationale on what why you think certain things are happening in the economy, and why the market's been so bullish. So take a look into that. But anyways, I don't want to talk about getting into detail about that because everyone can probably possibly have their opinion. But in that light of thing, in light of things when it comes to economics, I mean, it's just how the old saying is: if it adds up, it adds up to be. Um, numbers don't lie. Those type things. It's pure facts, and facts don't lie. Facts are what they are. So, anyways, let's take a look and see. Um, so that's why me particularly, I'll stay away or stay to the sidelines of trading, especially when there's when the feds are talking, or have an announcement, FOMC, any of the speakers, especially when the chair speaks. I mean, you're going to have a nice, pretty significant impact. Um, so also pay attention to news events. When I say news events, I don't mean like what's going on in the news. I mean like what's going on the economic calendar. And if you don't use the economic calendar and don't really know what that is, take a look at the Forex Factory, because it lists each and every day the um, impactful economic events that will push the market in some kind of way or have some kind of impact. All right, let's see. All right, let's see if so the market's approaching the lows, right? Okay, so it pushed up here yesterday and pulled back to this area here, made higher highs, and then it came back. So it's actually back to this area here again, and okay, it's breaking lower now. It's tapping into trying to come down. This is the low for today, but the lows are yesterday are sitting down here. So let's kind of see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see. So yeah, so we're at the lows here. It could possibly break lower here. Looks like it wants to try to break lower. So um, mm, yeah. So I'm going to stand still for right now. It could break lower, and 37. Let's see here. I lost my volume profile here on the 24 range, so 70. Take a look at the 24 range here. Um, we're approaching. We have a pivot down here at 70. 70. If you guys don't know much about 40 and 70 levels, that's to me that's a hidden pivot level, just like the half and round numbers. So market's kind of reacting here. Okay, but be careful here. So we're right at the lows of today. If we look at the 60 range chart here, we have a low volume area. Price could potentially come down here to 37. It's a high volume node here. I always say price likes to move from a high volume area through a low volume through back to a high volume area. So it could possibly move through this area and come on down here to 40. Excuse me, to 45.37. So yeah. Hmm. Okay. Price is bouncing off the lows down here. Hmm. So we haven't had much going on. The market kind of moved sideways at the opening, and then it kind of dipped here just now. So Yeah, don't pay attention to this rectangle box here, guys. That's not anything. It's not anything that's important for today's, trading session today. It was something I was reviewing. Um, yeah. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going short. Um. Hmm. Market's probably not 77, 75. Let's see. Come on. Roll down. Just scalping for a few. There we go. Okay, we just got filled in that trade there. Pull back to this area right here. Price closed below, and I went short. So that red candle, when price came back and pulled retrace here, I started noticing the rejection right here. Price moving sideways and went short. But be careful. I mean, it can push lower now. So um, see what happens. Yeah, to me, it looks like it may want to try to push lower here. Could definitely do that. It's bouncing again down here. Moving sideways right now. Yeah, market's just piddling around right now. It moves sideways right here at the opening. Now it's moving sideways right here. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What is this thing trying to do? So the short was good. Just be mindful with this area right here. So just scalp real quick. Okay. Looks like the market is moving sideways, but like it wants to try to maybe break higher, push higher, but be careful because we have, this areas of resistance up here. Um, so yeah, price is like it wants to, could be a short here. I think I missed this opportunity to go short. Yeah, go off the scalp real quick. Come on, price can bounce right here. So let me, come on. Yeah, there we go. Scalp real quick. It's a very narrow area, not much area to trade from. Um, yeah, gotta be careful right here. The short was right here to close of this, but you only got a couple ticks here to maybe short from. So, it's not doing much right now, so I'm gonna hold tight. Just up 13 ticks right now, so okay, it's a little bit, there was a little more right there, a couple ticks there. You got in here, maybe 81 and a half. You could take it down to about 79 and three quarters, 79, maybe a half, maybe a point and a half out of that if you can get into it right. So just be careful though, because price is moving. It's, you know, continue to um, make lower lows and lower highs, especially down here where it made the low yesterday. Then it turned back around going into the close, overnight session, and all this was a retracement to push down to come back lower and to test the lows here. But so far, we're not making a lower low right here from yesterday's low, meaning we're not breaking yesterday's low yet. So price can reject here and then start breaking to the upside and make a higher high. I told you, the market's been bullish. Um, so sometimes movements can be short term, just means to stop the traders out. It's just how the market ebbs and flows. So it can push and pull, and then we've been bullish. I think a lot of people don't understand that concept sometimes. Like sometimes things, like I said yesterday, things that are going on in other parts of the world. Sometimes, it would seem funny that it's not impacting the markets here, domestically speaking. Uh, from a with the markets having maybe so having a negative tone or negative outlook, they've been bullish. The markets have been moving to the upside. So, um, just what it is. Okay, let's see. Market's just moving sideways here. Moving sideways. Hmm, yeah, I'm going short, guys. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, come on. So, Yeah, come on. Ah, there we go. All right, go for the short. Gotta be careful though, because we're moving, sideways in a range right here. So I'll take the trade on a pullback again. Um, yeah, price pulling back again to the up here, this area right here, and let's see, price rejected again, so I went short. But be careful though, because we're at the VPOC for today. We're close to it. A few ticks away, so that's the point of control. This market is crazy today. It's not doing much. Moving in a tight range. I mean, we had a push down, a pullback, and then a lower low here, but I mean, it's ranged here at the opening, and it's ranged when it pushed down. So, okay, let's see. Uh, Price pushed up, pulled back. Okay, so it's broken structure here. So on the push up here, pull back, made a higher high, breaking this area of resistance right here, but it also broke structure right here. And it looks like it may be trying to break higher. So let's see here. Let's see what the market's going to do. It's moving back. So we haven't made a new low on the push down, meaning breaking yesterday's low. So um, we pushed down here, pull back. Has not broke yesterday's low yet. So now we're still trading within yesterday's trading range. So it's an inside day trading. Let's see. Hmm. Um, yeah, let's see here. This could be a quick stab to go short. Could be. Let's see. Let's see. Short. Hmm. There we go. Quick short. See that? All right. Rejection. Back at this area right here. Pull back to an area of resistance right here. Supply, in a sense. Price push down, bouncing off this area of support below. So uh, it could reject right here. But more so, I like to see it maybe pull back to this area here. Let's mark that area. Um, Let me see one thing. I'm gonna grab. See if I have another. Here we go. Let's bring this up here. Okay. Let's see. Maybe this area right here. Somewhere where price can push down here. We'll see. But it can come a little lower here. Let's see what it's doing here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to go short. I don't think we're done yet. Come on, hit that area. I'm gonna take profit here because we're right at the V pot. Come on down. Price hit it. Bounced off. Come on. Be careful here because this is an area right at support right here. And price can push higher. So let me scalp. There we go. Now it wants to come down. Okay, look at it. Come down and hit it. That's okay. Okay. All right, bouncing off the VPOC, bouncing off support. So, but be careful because this is support right here, and price can, this area right here, and it can push right higher. So, but I'd like to see it come back and pull back into maybe 81, 80 area, 80, either the 81 or 80 area, um, and maybe look for a quick long, possibly. We'll see. Down here, you see it down here on the 4 range. So, but that short from the tops right here. This was on a retracement trade, a portion of the high volume area, area of resistance, little area of supply sitting right there, and uh, waiting for the rejection. Red candle closed, go short. It's on a 12 range chart. I'm trading off the 12 range chart, but I'm also looking at my 4 range to kind of take a look at these little micro levels here that price could actually pause at. So you have to see the picture as a whole, not just one part. Yeah, see, I would have got a feel there at more than a point, but I'm just scalping because I'm on that rejection, that second entry there, going short. We're so close to the PLC. Price can come a little lower, though. I already mentioned that. Hmm. So close to the point of control is just a little iffy. I'd like to see it come lower. For some reason, it's not doing that. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. I think I'm gonna stand down on this trade here. I want to see it come lower. Okay, price is breaking higher now, so we made another higher high, higher low. Now we're making a higher high, so price is breaking structure, swinging to the upside now. So, um, let's see. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, let's see. Price got kind of moved kind of quick here, a little volatile, but um, mhm. Hey, yeah, yeah. There's a little short range you could take him, but I mean, you don't got much area here to actually trade from, so I'll be careful with this. Um, I'll blow this area here. Let's see here. Price is projecting. Yeah, okay, let's see. Take a look here. See what the market is doing. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if price could come back and test maybe Let's see. So it came down here. Test maybe this area right here around 85. I'm not sure if it will or not, but um, take a look here. Hmm. Maybe lower. Also, let's see. Not 100% sure. Yeah, maybe around 85, somewhere 84, 85 area. We'll see. Or it could actually come down a little lower and test, I said 80, 80, 81 area. So let's see if we get a pullback. Probably still rejecting this area here or not. I'm not sure, but won't have much room to go for a short here. All right, market is kind of coming down, trying to come down. I want to see it come down to maybe 80, 80. Well, it's bouncing now, but 84, 85 area. It's bouncing right off support. So slow, sluggish moving day. I'll say that. Move sideways here before breaking lower. Move sideways here, coming down, testing the lows. Now it's breaking, um, chopping back to the upside. Okay, so I said this earlier. This could be just a major pullback just to push higher. So uh, let's see. Kilter Delta is following suit with price right now. It wasn't. It hadn't been doing that all since the opening of the market. Yesterday evening, it just fell flat, moving flat here, and now it's kind of swinging like price is swinging. So market's moving very slow today. But be mindful about one thing. I say this is that the ES is a thick market. It's not like your Nasdaq. It's not like your Dow. It's not gonna make big swings or big moves, and you know, so it makes it a lot harder because this market is a lot thicker. So trying to profit as much as you can. The tick value is higher, but trying to profit as much as you could possibly make from the Nasdaq or Dow. Um, point wise, it's a little more difficult to do that. Unless you're a position swing trader, likes to sit to a trader, whatever the case is. I scalp, you know, and get out, wait for the next setup. To me, because I'm a day trader. I'm not a position swing trader where I'm sitting here looking at the charts, for hours on end, whatever the case is, or put a position on, let it ride for a day, a couple of days, a week. I don't do that. I don't know how people do that. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that because some people actually make a very good living doing that. It's just to me it would be more nerve wracking. I got to see what's going on. I can't go to bed with the trade on and allowing it. To me, it just I don't know. Not this day and time. But there are people who trade the Nasdaq. They trade it just like how I do. But I just think the risk is a lot greater there because those markets move. Um, so you got to know very, very quick where to get in and where to get out real quick. Um, just imagine trading those markets, when the market is volatile, like how we see here looking at the ES, the S&P 500 minis, excuse me, the E-minis here. Um, when it gets volatile, it moves, right? So just imagine the pace of that. It's like 10 times as great on a thinner market like the NASDAQ, the Dow, even the Russell. Yeah, so the market's still So it came down here, bounced right off of support, and it's trying to push higher. So okay, it didn't come back to this area I wanted it to. So that's okay. That is that's what happens. Um, man, I'm sitting here trying to look to see what is this bad boy doing. Uh, huh. Yeah, pushed up to this high volume area right here at 97. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I'm going short just for a quick little scalp here, guys. Quick little scalp. Come on. I have to be careful here. Yep, I need to be very careful in this area here. Yeah, let me get out this trade. Let me get out this trade. This little area right here, I gotta get out because it's bouncing off of it. Come on. I'm gonna take out this trade here, guys. Okay, break even. So you gotta be able to manage your risk. I'm not saying it can't push lower, it can. But manage when something don't look right to you. To me, it didn't add up, so I got out because I didn't know what price we're trying to do here. But the key about trading is being able to manage your risk when you get into a trade. One, make sure you get into a high probability trade or high probability area when taking a pullback to a retracement area or taking a trade at a pullback or retracement area. Okay, say my trade was correct. I went ahead and got out because price is bouncing. If price is not moving into the direction quick enough for me, I'll get out. See, I was good on the trade. I just didn't like the way price is bouncing right there, and knowing that it could have pushed higher, but it's coming back down testing this area here. I like to see it come back down to this area right here though, but it's not doing that so far. So you gotta be able to manage the risk when you get into or manage your risk when you get into a trade. Um, and like I just said, taking trades at high probability areas that make 100% sense, waiting for the rejection, and then knowing where to get out at as soon as, if price starts to come back against you, whatever the case is. So I took a break even trade there. I got out break even. Didn't want to take the chance of price pushing back higher. So this comes with the territory. You're not going to win them all. And sometimes the market will shake you a little bit to where if it just don't feel right, then I just get out. Okay. Um, but it comes with experience too. Okay, and managing risk also has a lot to do with getting out when you need to get out. The price if it doesn't feel right too, and placing having a either mental or hard stop, knowing where to get out at as well, to manage your just the amount of risk you're willing when you get into a trade, because of course you don't want to allow the market to come back against you and start just eating away your profits. So I didn't give anything back there. I just went ahead and got out. A little bit of commission cost, but it's okay. It's better to get out and break even and um, eat the commission, which is a few bucks, but versus taking a major hit up for a few $100s. So that's comes with the territory. All right, price is bouncing here at this area. I want to see it pull back, come back down to this area down here, but it's just moving, playing around right now. And right now, what time is it? It's 11:05. So typically by 11:30, I'm kind of like done looking at the morning session. Um, so we'll see. I'll wait a few more moments, see if we can get a pull to this area here, and see what happens. Or maybe even a pull to this area here around 81. I don't know. When I say pull, I mean pull back or retracement. The price rejected when it came into this high volume area right here, this high volume node. Um, it makes sense because when it's projecting off this area right here, there was a low right here. Price pushes up, takes it out to the downside. Okay, so price pulls back to this swing right here. Okay, this price is pushing lower, so this is a pullback, and price rejected. You can take a short. I got into it, but I got out because price was just not moving quick enough for me. It's bouncing again right here, right here. See that? I mentioned it earlier. It came down and bounced right at support. It's pulling back, bouncing right at support. So now I don't trade patterns in a sense, but this is a head and shoulder right here, guys. Shoulder, head, shoulder on a 12 range chart. But it is what it is. All right, we have price bouncing again. Quick scalp. Come on. Okay. There we go. Quick scalp. Back to this area right here. Okay. All right. Price rejected this area, pulls down, pushes down, comes back, rejects down here, pushes up, comes back. This is a, you see a setup like this, it's price, there's liquidity sitting here. They come back, retesting that area, stopping traders out, just to push the market back up, okay? All right, let's see. All right, prices, once again, it's moving sideways here, but it's hopefully we can get this pull, maybe get a retracement and pull back to this area here down here. Let's see if it's gonna push a little lower. We're at the point of control right now, so yeah, we're dead smack at the V pop. But that's that's the problem with most traders is that they don't know how to manage or miss their risk appropriately or correctly when it comes to trading. They don't know when to when they enter into a trade, if it's a bad trade setup or bad trade, you got to know where to get out of it quick enough to not allow the market to start eating your profits or eating into your P&L or into your funds you have in your account. Um, always when I get into a trade, I know exactly where I need to. I know my limitations of where I'm going to take it to, as far as the moment I enter it, I don't want to see it come back to a certain price level, and if it does, then I'm out. Um, let's see here. It's just like, um, let's see. When price pull back right here, you get into a short entry, right? Say for instance, okay, so price pulls back right here, you get into a short entrance, all right? Okay, so where do you get in it? Like I said, once that red candle closes right here, closes short or closes to the downside, typically your stop should be right behind that, at the top end of that candle right there, at that wick. Okay, you put it there at 84.50. Price comes back against you. Once you're short here, then you take a small loss. It's called risk. You're managing your risk there. If you allow it to go any higher than that, then you're starting to eat way into profits, way into your funds in your account. So you have to know where to mentally get out of it or put a hard stop there. The moment you get into a trade, you should always know where to, before you even take that trade, know exactly what price to go to, I'm not saying you're going to know to, that price is always going to go there, but have an idea of where it could possibly pause it, stop it, but also where to put your, where have a mental or physical stop loss in mind, or where your limitation, or where you want to take the risk back to. When I got to this trade right here, that candle closed in red, I knew my limitation was going to be up to 84 and a half going short. I was not going to allow it to come back and close above this candle here to the upside. Okay. So you have to be able to manage your risk appropriately. Um, the pace of the market's slow today, so you just have to take it for what it is and just be careful and wait for the right um, setups, guys. Wait for the right areas to trade from. That's why I'm patiently waiting to see if price is going to come back here to 85. Patiently waiting. If it doesn't, that's okay. That's just comes with the territory of trading. The price is not always going to come to an area that you want it to come to. Yeah. Um, yeah, it keeps coming down here, bouncing right here. I want to push up this back up this area right here. So can you scalp this? Yeah, you can scalp this. I don't like the sideways action here, so I just want to see it come back down lower, but I don't know. Don't know. Okay, so we're moving back into this, let's see, area down here. So this is what I was waiting for, to see if price was going to reject this area here. So yeah, I want to say come a little lower, but we got this little low volume area right here. I was looking for it to come down to maybe 85, but it's projecting right here. 88.25. Yeah, maybe it's not ready yet. Let's see. And we're closer on the VPOC too, so this is kind of dangerous to be trading like right here, smack at the deep the VPOC. 91. Hmm. Okay, we're coming a little lower here. Oops. It's gonna be my last trade, guys. If I can maybe take one from this area. It's 11:28 right now. So this will be my last trade. Um, hmm. Pace is just so slow today. Yeah, gracious. Hmm. Hmm. All right, maybe it's gonna break a little lower and come down to here. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Could possibly do that. Let's see. I would like to see it reject this area here, and let's see what happens here. Hmm. Long, long. 87. Yeah. Okay. Um. Come on. Just gonna scalp real quick. It's gonna be my last trade for today. This is when price could have came down here to 81 or 80 area. I mentioned this a little bit back in the video a few moments ago. Hopefully we get a push up here. Hmm. Looking for the push up. There we go. All right, that's my last trade, guys. Price can come back into, let's see. Price can pull back into this area, possibly maybe back up to 88. It could back up here, reject, and then push lower. So it's a possibility the price can do that. So that's what it looks like it may try to do. I'll put this line somewhere up in here, back up to this high volume node. So that's my final trade for this session here, guys. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in and watched the live recorded session today. As I always say, I hope you guys are finding some value and content out of it. And yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Now, on this trade here, before I close out, this was a pullback. I mentioned it earlier in the video. I was waiting for price maybe to come down to 81. It came down to 82. A couple ticks away. Rejects. Candle closes green. I'm gonna take, you go along back up to this area up in here. So I just went ahead and scalped for a point and on two contracts just to go ahead and get out because I'm done for today. Kind of like my patience is I've been patient enough with the market today because it hasn't done much. Most people probably wouldn't even trade when they see stuff like this going on, but I did. You have experience. You know what the market's trying to do, and you just even on the small areas like trading off the 12 range chart, following what's going on in the 4 range as well. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out. I appreciate everyone tuning in, watching today. If you're first time subscribing, hopefully you found some content. Excuse me, some value in the content. And go ahead and subscribe to the team, guys. We appreciate that. And make sure to turn your post notifications on. That's a little bell icon. Click on that as well. See you guys in the next video. Take care. If you're trading, please be safe in the market.